Switch 2.
I love it.
Amazing, amazing.
I love it.
Going live.
Yep, absolutely.
No. Well, do it live! Fuck it! Do it live!
And that was super loud. That was dope, but it was super loud.
I fucking love it.
Yes, thank you, Carlitos. That was fantastic.
Yeah. Do it live! Fuck it!
So yes, I am Sir Felix the Cat. This is Hawk, and we are here for another talk of better politics.
Although that's title or the name of our show here doesn't feel very apt today.
Yeah, I mean it's great politics. So let's start by talking about the first best way to do politics in the world. What do I usually do? A window? I don't know. All right. There was a sad breakup. I know we're all heartbroken when we see a beautiful couple just have to go their own separate ways. But yeah, Musk and Trump are no longer in a long-term relationship.
Oh, no.
Yeah,
Oh,
I know.
no.
It's heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking.
Well, I don't know. I'll wait. Maybe you're going to bring this up. I'll wait.
So it started off with just basically Musk talking about like, hey, you know, your tax plan is stupid. If you're supporting this, you're also stupid. And I'm going to like basically fund your opponent. And then Trump decided to say something about how Musk knew it all along. And then Musk was just like, you know what? Fuck it. We're going from point A straight to Z. We don't even care. And bring up the fact that Trump is in the Epstein files. And it's like,
Yep.
yes.
There it is.
Yeah. Like we know this. Like this is not some like great news. Like we all know this. So
it's still a big deal though. Like I made a TikTok about this actually, because it's like this is the biggest of big insiders confirming what we already knew.
Yeah, true.
It's a huge deal.
I mean they've shown it themselves that he's in it by it's going to be released, and they looked at it and they're like, oh, we can't release this. We just can't. We're just going to say it's going to come, but it'll never come.
Yeah, like if you have eyes to see and ears to listen and a brain to interpret what you see and listen to or read, then yeah, you know that Trump has fucked kids. Let's put our cards on the table. You know this, but to have Musk come out and I shouldn't say confirm, to affirm that, to say the same thing. That's the second best thing to getting the actual Epstein list, in my opinion. This is like almost dead to rights now. You got an alleged material witness, even though we all know Musk has probably taken part in it too.
Yeah. It'd be crazy if that's the one thing he's not into.
Yeah, I mean, I could see it either way.
Yep. But yeah, that was that was fun stupidity. And then we have the big thing that's going on. We have this city called Los Angeles, and it likes to throw a proper riot. So yeah, they're doing proper activities these days. And Little Hands had to call in National Guard, which is being put in a fun position. Very fun position.
Well, not only the National Guard, but also the Marines now. The Marines are going in, which is fucking wild.
Yep.
It's also like I haven't looked at how people are reporting on this since I dropped something about it in the Discord, yesterday, I think. But the first person I saw say anything on this was Kyle Kalinske, who said that the Insurrection Act had been evoked. And you had mentioned that nobody else was saying that. But then I found news stories saying that it was through a memorandum that he's deploying the National Guard.
Yeah.
In order to deploy, and I looked a little into this, as far as I understand it, in order for him to deploy the National Guard at all, the Insurrection Act has to be invoked. So the fact that they're there speaks for itself from what I've seen. I could be wrong on that. And especially now it's inarguable with the fucking Marines going in, which is wild.
Yeah.
Wild.
Yep. Will the Marines do it? Everybody calls them psycho, so you never know.
Joe Rogan, hold on. We have Joe Rogan had Kash Patel and Theo Vaughn and had JD Vance on when the tweet went live.
Yeah. Yep.
I'm sure that was awkward, to say the least.
Yeah, Kash Patel was just saying he's not going to comment on it. Like, that's as bad as saying yes.
Yeah, but it's also kind of wise in his position.
Yeah. Yep.
But have you heard anything else about the shit going on in LA since then? Because news has been rapidly flowing out of LA.
No, actually, this was the last story, the one that you sent out with the, I think you sent this one, the Maxine Water taunts the National Guard.
Yep, because I have training for my new job, so I had some downtime, and I was glancing at articles, and I found this one, and I was blown away, because she allegedly said, if you shoot me, you better shoot straight.
Yeah.
To the National Guard.
Yep.
But yeah, I mean, it's a rapidly developing story. We're seeing, from what I've seen, and I haven't had the time to dig into it. I got off of work 30 minutes ago, so I haven't had the time to really dig into it. But it looks like, because the Marines have been deployed, and I mentioned this in the Discord, the protest has widened in scope, was the way I put it there, where it's less fuck ICE and it's more general fuck Trump and the administration now, because they're deploying actual killers on the streets of LA. So this could get pretty crazy. More than pretty crazy. This could be the end. Like, this could be the genuine end of the United States.
Yep. Should be fun to see. I can't wait till Saturday.
Yeah. How do you think this is going to impact Saturday? Like, how do you think this is going to affect it?
I think people are going to be pissed. Because, people have been throwing bricks at ICE and Border Patrol that drive through Boston.
Oh, shit.
Really? So, this has been going on. Yeah, it's been going on around the country. It's just LA decided to escalate everything to show off, because that's what they do.
Well, also,
a bunch of show-offs.
There's a lot of, primarily Mexican people in LA. Like, there's Hispanic people in general. There's a lot of Mexicans there. There's a lot of Asians there. There's a lot of people who are not, traditional white, born and bred Americans. So, they're probably going to be the loudest with it. It's the city itself has a Spanish name.
Yep. Yeah, it's got
Pinky.
It's got a nice little political battle going on. Okay, music time. Tell me what you think of my entry later. Yes,
the entry. Will. Thank you.
We should have started off with that. I didn't even think about that. Respect people's time. All right. Yeah. Oh yeah, and then with cuts from the one big beautiful bill and all that of getting rid of FEMA and whatnot. So people who say their house does catch on fire through this, they're screwed. It's California. They're throwing fire. Like, the police are throwing the fire, which is wild to keep people controlled. There's going to be nothing to help pay for the relief. So
you mentioned throwing bricks and shit. Is this another instance of the mystery bricks? Do you know about those?
Where they just show up?
Yeah, piles of fucking bricks just show up all over the place in cities all across America.
Could be. Didn't that last happen underneath Trump?
I think it did. Yeah, it was the George Floyd protests, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Last time this happened. And maybe it's just some crazy conspiracy shit. But, from what I saw, yeah, it's Santa. It's Santa bringing bricks to cities. There were just piles of fucking bricks in places where active construction wasn't even happening, and they just appeared around the time of the George Floyd protests.
Yeah.
And here's my crazy tinfoil hat theory. I think feds and or local PD may put them there to encourage protesters to become more violent. So then they have the quote reason to open fire on them effectively. I think that's the ultimate goal.
Yeah.
If it is a true, like if there is any truth to the conspiracy, but yeah, I don't know. At this point, I'm not going to say don't throw bricks at police or ICE. I'm not going to condone it for legal purposes, but I'm going to say I'm going to stop there. That's where I'm going to stop. We're going to have to see where this goes, and it's kind of fucking scary, to be honest.
Yeah. Yep. Things should just keep getting interesting. I mean, if you start seeing like bricks on the side of this parade coming up on Saturday, then it's all planned, and that would be hilarious. That would be hilarious. Imagine if they had them out in front of the Capitol building on January 1st or January 6th. Like that would just been like, okay, yeah, coincidentally.
They didn't have bricks outside of that on January 6th. So that's where it's like, I feel like it is some kind of like conservative plot to lure people into being violent with police. So they have a reason to blow them away. And this shit in LA is something that everybody should be keeping their eye on real fucking close, because this legitimately has the opportunity to turn into something not only nationwide in terms of protest, but something that will rip this fucking nation in two, because everybody's ready for it. Everybody's ready for it. I don't give a shit what you say. Even grandma down the street is ready for it. Okay. Lines have been drawn. People are pissed off. This government has overstepped way too much, and shit's about to go down. That's what it looks like.
Yep. And we've seen the great aim of our police. They actually did an actual good job aiming at the wrong person, but they aimed. Oh, it's not this.
Oh, well, it's Predator. There's a Predator animated movie coming to Hulu. It looks pretty dope. Wrong channel, but it looks pretty cool.
Yeah, I thought I had this one loaded already.
It always does this bullshit unless you use like a VPN or some shit, but it's not worth like the $180 or maybe ad blocker if you want to. But yeah, this is an interesting video. It should play. Oh, we can't hear it though, but that's probably all right.
Yeah, don't need the audio.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw this.
Then just for this.
Yeah, I didn't actually see the video. I just saw that this was a thing. Oh, look at that fucker. Look at that.
Aim straight at her.
Look at shit.
Yeah.
That fucking pig, dude.
Yeah. Oh, hold on. Sorry.
He knew what he was fucking doing.
Yep. Turns.
He knew. Motherfucker.
Yep.
Now here's a good time to insert a fun fact that like I forget the exact percentage, but the majority of police officers abuse their wives. So part of this is probably the fact that it was a woman and they hate women. The other part of this is probably, and that's just a fact. Like that is a hard fucking fact. Anyone could look it up, watching now, watching later. The majority of police officers tend to get into spousal abuse. But the second part of that was they hate the fucking press. They hate knowledge. This is why they go after college. This is why they go after standard education. This is why they go after anything that has to do with learning anything in any fucking capacity outside of their little shit show circle jerk that they like to shove down people's throats. Because if you're educated, you're not going to join them. And that part of education is journalism. The few corners and semblances of real journalism that still exist anyway. But they don't want news cameras there because they don't want people to be able to see them abusing their powers or shooting people or fucking beating people because that's their plan.
Yeah.
God. I'm pissed, dude. Everyone should be fucking pissed.
Yeah, but will they? Will they?
I mean, they look like they're getting pretty fucking pissed. I don't know. Have you been...
Like we saw so many people go out for these peaceful protests that happened past few months.
Yeah.
We need that same level of response because there was a lot of people out there. There were tons of people out there. They need to all unite into one force and be a little more aggressive. Be like
Well,
LA.
that's the thing. This shit needs to be reined in, and I don't mean as in like tone it down. I mean controlled. Like we need to funnel this shit.
Yep.
Because if some group or multitude of groups don't come in and start to funnel this shit in the right direction, it's gonna fucking fizzle out and dissipate, like we've seen with so many other protests that get nowhere and do nothing. Someone needs to, and I don't know who. I don't fucking know who. I don't know all the groups out there. I'm not equipped to fucking do it. Most people aren't. But
we lose you? Did I lose? I lost someone. I am confused. Hold on. What is going on here?
aim it where it needs to be aimed.
Oh, I think I am having connection issues.
Yeah, Sparrow says organization. Yeah, we need fucking organization. We need organization. And yeah, I don't know if I had connection issues or you did. Or can you hear me, Sir Felix?
Yeah, you sound good.
Okay. Yeah, I could hear you too now. It on my screen it kind of fucked out a little bit, so it could have been me. I don't know.
All right. Fun stuff.
But
Fun stuff.
we need organization because this shit is going to fizzle out if we don't get our shit together. And now is the time to get our shit together.
Yeah. Yep. As long as we do it.
I think if people start dropping, like if the military actually fires on people, I think it's going to happen. I think we're going to rapidly see a very violent response to violence of that degree if it's brought on those people.
Yeah. Oh, I feel when one starts shooting, like one soldier starts shooting, that's going to be a couple that start firing as well, just out of fear. It's instant response.
Oh yeah. I mean, it's a daisy chain. You know what I mean? Like everybody there is scared. I don't care who you are. Like you can't go into a situation like that and not be afraid, but on both sides. You feel fear, and what you do with that fear is what, determines who you are, what you are. But when one person fires, the rest of them are going to open fire. It's how it always plays out. And I would bet there's probably protesters who are also armed, and shit could very easily go quite hot in one of these protests.
Yep.
Wait,
it'll probably happen.
Carlito says there's rednecks driving to LA now. Yeah, like what else have you heard about this shit? Are there like conservacucks flocking to LA to try and start shit, or?
I haven't heard anything. I just know that they've been doing their stuff, pretending to be ICE.
Oh, they go and like role play because they can't fucking.
Yeah, with the masks and everything, and just try to abduct people, which is beautiful.
Christ, yo, and with all this shit going on, people still wonder why I wear a mask on TikTok videos. Like, dude, if you you should fucking start wearing a mask, man. It's getting dangerous.
Oh, the right are such friendly people.
Yeah.
Why would I ever need a mask?
Good family fun, dude. Bums on welfare. They have nothing better to do. Yeah.
It's the party of God, as they like to say.
Christ, God, don't get me started on that shit.
See, they didn't say they're the party of Jesus; they're the party of God.
They're the party of Trump.
Yeah, that's
at this
God.
point. That's their fucking God at this point. They've turned him into a deity because all they know how to do is lick the boot and suck the diaper.
Yep. Yeah, I wish I could be one of them. But let's talk about some good news he's doing. I don't know if it's good news, but it's going to hurt us in the end somehow. Trump promotes the $1,000 Trump accounts for newborns at the White House event.
What?
So it's going to be an investment account for these newborns.
So like every newborn gets $1,000 in some investment account.
Yeah.
That's all he's got.
Yep.
That's what we're getting, I guess. I mean,
I'm sure we also got like 40 minutes of him rambling about nonsense.
Putin giving 4,000. Yeah. See, you're gonna start. Oh, hey, Cat Rex. It's all right. It's all right that you're late. These governments all around the world, mainly more right-leaning governments, are trying to promote childbirth to increase birth rates because people just aren't having kids anymore. Wonder fucking why. So you're seeing these like limp wrist half incentives from a lot of countries. And ours seems to be the weakest from what I've seen of this so far.
Makes sense.
Like, okay, so the kid has $1,000 investment account, but like, I need that fucking money to pay for the kid now, you know?
Yeah. No, you don't.
Yeah. God.
The hungry don't need food. We've figured that one out. The poor don't need medical care. We found that one out. So yeah, no. You don't need that money now.
Well, yeah, we're all gonna die.
Yeah. Let me do a not apology from a cemetery.
Hassan is out there with a bulletproof vest. That fucking dumbass, dude.
Yeah. Oh, he's going to milk it as far as he can.
Oh, of course. Yeah, he's going to make millions of fucking dollars off of the shit while accomplishing dick.
Yeah.
Because that's what he's good at, is doing fucking nothing.
I wish I could do that.
Yeah, same. I really wish I could do that. Do nothing and get enough money to buy a fucking mansion.
And then there's something about what was it? What's her name? Pam Bondi. Pam Bondi, again, taking a look at the whole case about how, the administration was told to bring him back, Albrego Garcia.
Yeah.
And I guess there's still fighting going on for this. They're trying to get him a date in court and all this stuff to actually make it official.
Yeah, so he is back at this point. He's back in the United States. But from what I've heard, they're trying to get him on like a trafficking charge, as far as I understand it, where basically because he like drove an illegal worker to a job site, he's trafficking now.
Makes sense.
Like that's the fucking type of shit we're dealing with here, where like, oh yeah, you picked up a dude and like work or whatever the hell, maybe drove him home or some shit. Now that's trafficking illegals in the country, apparently. So that's what they're trying to get him on, and they're gonna wind up going through the fucking kangaroo court for that case, and he'll probably lose because Trump is gonna put his thumb on the scale, or his millionaire buddies will do the same, because at this point they've got his name, they've got his number, they want his ass. So yeah.
Well, yeah, I'll just make them look even more like a joke when they can't do anything they try or say they're going to do. Yeah,
I mean, like, here's a guy who they already admitted they fucked up sending him to South America. They fucked up. They outright admitted that. So he already makes him look bad. But then it becomes a big fight to get him back, and people gain more awareness of the probably death camp that's down there because of this guy. So he's done nothing but make him look like a joke without ever doing anything himself. He just got caught up in the mix.
Yeah, and it's sad that he's going to continue to be caught up in this.
Yeah, he's going to be a pawn, unfortunately. It's fucked. It's totally fucked, but that's what he is at this point.
Yep. I mean, if only male enhancement pills worked, then maybe this wouldn't be a thing that's happening.
Well, also, if conservatives could just admit that they're gay and go suck a dick or something, or maybe get railed, I don't know.
True. Why does that have to be one of them?
Maybe do both. Yeah, maybe get railed and suck a dick at the same time. Maybe do like a Irish upside down handstand circle jerk. If like, I don't know, fucking have fun. Go be debaucherous and get your dick on and admit to yourselves that you're actually gay so we could stop this Nazi shit.
Yeah. And I think that was all the stories I had. I felt like there was one more, but I'm not sure what it would have been.
I don't know. The LA story is kind of eclipsed everything else.
Yeah. But yeah, if they are setting the bricks out there, it's a distraction.
Yeah, we got to keep an eye out on that and update.
As they're basically just going to try to probably release something from the Epstein files saying why they can't ever do it, but that'll never get mentioned because this will drown it out.
Well, did you see, and I have to verify this, it's again from Kyle, who it's like 50-50 or not he's being real. But he talked about how the alleged like Epstein file shit that the administration released not too long ago was just like a Gawker article.
I believe it.
It was like an article from years ago, and they just redacted some parts of it and fucking released it like it was some kind of real thing.
Yep. That sounds accurate. Sure I have everything. All right. As we get into the parade, we're going to go ahead and do some pictures, some pretty pictures.
Oh boy.
Let's start with Pinky. She left, so I mean that's kind of sad. But let me figure out how to get this on the right screen. As my computer tells me no, it wants to die.
Same.
You want my computer screen to die?
No, I want to die. I want to be the one that dies.
All right, so here was Pinky's. Who would stand next to Luigi? Mm-hmm. And I'm trying to, for the life of me, figure out who this is supposed to be besides just a like an old Mexican. What is it called? Not bandolier. It's like that. There's a word I'm thinking of that I just can't get to the tip of my tongue. But
Zapata?
Not a Zapata.
I don't know. He's dripped out old school Mexican dude.
Yeah, it could be. It is. Okay. So yeah, there's one. There is one.
Yeah,
you're gonna be voting on this.
We need to break Luigi out to make this happen.
Yeah. All right. Next, we are going to have Cat Rex, which is opening in a separate window for some reason.
Mariachi.
All right. So the first one.
What the fuck? So Gene's gonna come down and stand in front of the tank.
Yep. You also got the Dalai Lama.
The Dalai Lama. Okay, is he still alive, dude, or is that like a title or something? I'm not the most familiar with like is there a Dalai Lama?
I assume it's just a title, but I don't know. I don't know these things.
Yeah, I don't fucking know.
And then the most obvious. We all should have chose this one. It is true.
Neo. Okay.
Just Keanu by himself.
Yeah, the King Keanu, fucking AKA Neo, AKA John Wick, AKA Baba Yaga. And is that all of them? Is this the last one?
No. Now we got we have Carl's. I want to say it like Rick.
Carl. Carl.
Yeah. All right. If it wants to load, dude, come on.
Carl.
There we go. Boom. We got Bernie.
Okay. Carl. That one. Oh shit. We got Palantir. You shall not pass.
All right. We're finish off with Carlitos, but I'm going to show mine in. I just want to see if you can guess who this is.
Oh, is it Eisenhower?
Yep.
Yeah. I know Eisenhower when I sees him.
Yep. There we go. That's the last one.
And the Kratom tea. And the fucking switch, too. This is the best one. Hands down, this is the best one. Yeah, I like the Gandalf one. I also like. I mean, I like all of them. They're all fun. But the best one is hands down the one with us on and in front of the tank with the Kratom T and the Switch 2. But does the Switch 2 actually have Switch 2 on the back of it? Because that made me think of that.
Oh yeah, it has like the logo and the 2, then says Nintendo Switch.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I figured it had a 2 somewhere. That's funny. Kratom T. Staging his own sit-in. Yeah. Dude, we joke about someone's got to, or maybe not necessarily joke, but talk about someone has to stand in front of the tank. I think before the LA shit, they probably wouldn't have been run down. But now I think if someone stands in front of the tank, they're probably dying.
Yeah.
But yeah.
All right. So that was fun. Let's figure out how to remove my screen. There we go. I can do stuff. I mean, I didn't really have much to talk about tonight. Besides that, I've been kind of in another world, playing video games as much as I can. Between, I haven't even watched any like political YouTube. It's been quiet.
Yeah, I've been kind of staying away from political shit for the most part lately. Been a minute since I put anything on. I think I put the TikTok video up on Friday, I think, or Thursday and Friday. But yeah, the LA thing, you can't ignore that. And then there's the parade shit. I mean, have you heard any news at all about the parade coming up? Or
that DC officials are worried, like people who run the city, whatever state, whatever you want to call that land, they're worried about how it's going to destroy the streets because it's I could be wrong here, but I thought they said 90,000 pounds of pressure.
Oh yeah, no, tanks fucking rip streets up. They do.
Yeah.
Do they send alerts? What is this? Do they send alerts on Switch?
They should.
You get like a Japanese air raid siren and like martial law.
Well, see, it says Japan, so it just transforms into a little suit of armor.
Yes.
I mean, too small for me to fit in, but it's a cool little suit of armor.
And maybe Mario pops up.
Yeah.
It says martial law.
Yeah, you're the fucked.
You're a fucked. Kiss your ass goodbye. Waking up. What is it? Sir Felix might not find out. He'll go on his own Rick Grimes arc.
Yep. Yeah, I'll be in the basement the whole time.
Fucking, he'll come to, and I'll be there with like a full fucking beard. Be like, come on, we gotta go. Like, what happened? Fucking like the city's on fire and shit.
Yep. It'll work out.
Hey, I mean, if you got your Switch 2, that's all that counts, right?
Yeah.
That's all that matters.
Yeah, until I lose battery, because I mean, it's if you play Cyberpunk on it, your battery's dead in like an hour and a half.
Oh, I can imagine. It probably just absolutely fucks the battery.
Yeah.
No, but yeah, no, you're right about the tank thing because they were talking about that before this was even like confirmed. Because the last time Trump was in, he wanted to do a military parade similar to the one that he's getting now, and that's when the people, like the officials and shit, were like, "No, you're gonna fucking destroy the streets. Like that's stupid." So that'll be fun. DC will just be undrivable for probably like a year or two after this. So
yeah. I mean,
well,
where I live, I mean, I have basically like tank tread marks everywhere.
Oh yeah,
potholes.
Yeah. I mean, if you've paid attention to us at all, you could gather where we live state-wise. But our state, here's another hint. It's Texas. No. Here's another Here's another hint. It's known for having fucking awful roads.
All the above.
Yeah. But no, I think it's gonna fuck the streets up. I don't know, like how do I put this? It's a scary fucking time. In like the last like 48 hours have changed everything, in my opinion. And that will continue to happen as we move forward towards this event. I thought this event was going to be your typical like Kim Jong-un North Korean parade fair, like we all expected. But with how shit's been going, with the riots and with the Insurrection Act and the military being deployed, and now we officially no more habeas corpus or posse comitatus, like these things are being actively thrown out. You've got like officials being arrested. You've got the government is fucking eating itself at this point. So I think this parade may be the beginning of a new era for American politics. And I don't mean that in a good way whatsoever.
Or it could be.
Well, it's going to get a hell of a lot worse before it gets better.
Possibly. Or we'll just wake up tomorrow and everything's go back to normal. New episode.
Yeah. Wake up tomorrow and this is all just a bad dream or some shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. What a time to be alive, Cat Rex. Yeah. Yeah. I'm pretty fucking tired of living through history.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if we all would have studied harder and learned some history, then we could have got here quicker.
Or we just would have never fucking got here to begin with, dude.
Yeah.
We never would have gotten here. Like, this is why I love history. I know history, the greatest history. Okay. But I've been studying history for most of my life, and a lot of people seem to think that history is boring and a waste of time. The reason you should know history is so we could avoid shit shows like this, because we definitely wouldn't fucking be here if there was more honesty, more anger, and more historical knowledge for the general populace.
Yeah. Yep. No, you got to keep them dumb. Our country loves dumb people, not just Trump. The country loves the poorly educated. Yeah,
it's designed to keep you poorly educated at this point. It's always been designed. Like, look up the history. Again, history. Look up the fucking history of the standardized state education system. Wait, what Carlitos? What are you talking about? Censoring? Made a martyr? Oh, like if Orange Man is turned into a martyr, if he goes bye-bye? Or no, Hassan. Hassan needs to be made a martyr, and you had to space that out because YouTube censors everything. Dude, no, I don't want Saint Hassan, man. I don't want that. I'm tired of his ass.
Yep.
Have it be like Joe Blow or some shit, some schmuck who goes out there to the protest and just happens to get blown away and turned into a fucking martyr. I mean, like, I don't know. Saint Hassan.
Should it be someone bland?
Sure, yeah, someone bland.
David Packman to the rescue.
David Blandman. Dude, you know what? I would not be upset. I wouldn't be upset if David Blandman got accidentally, purposely blown away by some police and turned it. If he turned into a martyr for the left, he would actually be useful and interesting for once. Oh, fuck. Saint Hassan. No, I don't want to imagine that, dude. I don't want to imagine that. You know what? I have an idea. I should totally rebrand and become something new. Okay.
A Tamagotchi.
Yes. No, I have. It's a brilliant idea. We need to make this into a martyr. Now, how do I change this?
Oh, that.
What?
That. Cool.
Yes. No, hold on. I have to do something. Entertain the people. Entertain the people.
Entertain people? I'm just looking at pictures. I can't read. Yeah, no, I had really nothing at all to talk about, except for there's a dog running around above me. I was trying to get more like local-ish news to different places, but that's apparently really hard for Google to give me. So I don't know. I think I gotta go for one of those subscription things, whatever it is. The one you hear everybody talk about in every ad for their channel, where they go through and give you like all the bias insights of all the documents or whatnot. Is it ground news?
Ground news. Yep, that's it.
Yeah. Yep, gonna have to do that at some point. I think I don't want to do that.
There we go. I've rebranded myself. I am now Hassan Piker's chair.
Oh,
do you know about this? So
nope.
On his fucking like 12-hour streams, he'll just disappear for like 30 minutes to an hour plus, and this is what you see. This is what you see. Fucking it's literally just a shot of his chair, and sometimes he'll be playing another person's video and people will be talking about that video in his comment section, but this is the length and breadth of his fucking contribution to YouTube. Yeah, Carlito says so true. Here we go. We got verification, dude. So I am now Hassan Piker's chair.
All right.
But let's see how much of a douche Hassan looks like. Hold on. Hassan Piker, LA. Let's see. Images. LA riots. What are they calling them? LA protests or?
I don't know. I just assumed it was the riots.
I mean, he always looks like a fucking douche, but let me see this shit. I have to unfortunately check out one of his god-awful fucking shit streams. Oh my god, dude. I wonder if Voosh is out there. Carlitos, do you know if the horse fucker is out there, Vosh?
I doubt it.
I mean, he lives on the bad side of Beverly Hills, the mean streets of Beverly Hills, the poor side, like he says. He grew up very poor on the dark side of Beverly Hills.
Oh, yeah. I get that.
Man, maybe if we just managed our finances better, we'd be better off, you know?
Yeah.
No,
yeah, that's all you got to do. It's that simple.
Yeah. Yeah. What are you one of those fucking brokies? Maybe you should just manage your finances better, dude.
Be a brokey.
Yeah. I just my name finally popped up on my screen. Just a Hassan Piker's chair. I legitimately would make this my handle forever if we didn't already have like artwork for the hawk and everything.
Awesome. I just feel like watching this.
Oh my god. Fucking baby hands. Do we know what happened with Greta Thunberg? Like, is she captured by the IDF and being tortured in a Zionist prison camp or some shit?
Oh, probably. I wouldn't be surprised. All I saw was Pierce Morgan or whatever his name is was telling her to shut up online again.
Dude, Piers Morgan is fucking stupid. He sometimes has like good positions, very rarely, like broken clock type shit, but she's being brainwashed and reprogrammed as we speak. Like, have you heard, Carlitos? Was she captured or some shit? Like, the ship got seized, I think, from the thing you sent in the Discord.
Let's see.
Greta Thunberg, IDF.
Where in the world is Greta?
So her ship was detained by the IDF, which is the Israeli Defense Force, for anyone who may not know somehow.
They're the good guys, right?
Yeah, we're the good guys, right? Yes, Cat Rex. From what I'm seeing, from what Carlitos has sent, I'm seeing it on other articles and shit too. She was on a ship around Israel, I guess, and it was detained by the IDF, and that's the last thing I could see. I don't see any updates outside of that. Diverts aid boat carrying Greta Thunberg. Earlier, Israeli Foreign Ministry had said the passengers are expected to return to their home countries. So it sounds like they're just trying to block them from getting into Palestine, because it was a ship that had aid on it, whatever the fuck that means. It could be a billion things. But they blocked the ship from going in, from landing, and are probably torturing her or sending her home. One of those two options.
Yeah, dope. Good stuff.
It was unlawfully boarded.
Good.
Its unarmed civilian crew was abducted, and its life-saving cargo, including baby formula, so there's the answer, food, and medical supplies, were confiscated. Surprise, surprise. The fucking Zionists are Nazi scum.
Yeah.
They have a sea blockade been in place since Hamas took control of the Gaza Strip in June of 2007. Israeli officials released images of Thunberg and others wearing orange life vests and sitting closely together on the Madeleine. I think that's the name of the ship. People in Israeli military uniforms are seen in the video handing bread and water to the activists. The minute, probably their own fucking bread and water. And by their own, I mean the aid ship. The minute, the ministry also released a separate image of Thunberg in which a soldier is handing her bread and water. So they're trying to look for good PR out of this, even though they can never get that. The ministry accompanied that image with a statement saying Thunberg was currently on her way to Israel, safe and in good spirits. Don't believe that for a fucking second. I don't believe that for a second.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a pretty picture, though.
Yeah, there it is. Yeah, how many are on that boat? I would guess that's probably the whole crew.
Yeah, it's her plus 12.
Yeah, it's a small ship. Yeah, there she is, too. There she was with her fashionable shamag. I have one of those. They're actually really comfortable. Oh Lord, we're thirsting. We're thirsting for Greta Thunberg. Oh fuck. Yeah, but outside of that, there's been no updates. So she's either on her way home, or like Carlito said, they taped her eyes open and made her watch October 7th footage on a loop.
Yep.
I hope she's on her way home. I hope that's it.
Yeah.
But fuck them for stopping the boat anyway. But is this news at this point? Like,
well, I mean, I always was told the IDF is the good guys.
Oh yeah, no, they're the good, just like America. America's the good guys, dude.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, there's never been any cases of them like having reporters killed or anything like that. Ever.
No. Nor have our allies ever done any of that. None of our allies have ever murdered reporters. Ever.
Never
happened.
Yeah.
It's fiction. Didn't happen.
It's the point of being a good guy.
Yeah. You could just say it never happened, and it never happened.
Yeah.
Dude, it still baffles my fucking mind how we're allies with Saudi Arabia. You ever think about that?
Yeah. I try not to.
Oh, yeah. Hold on. A Sparrow says, or internment camps. Yeah, we never did that.
No, never.
No, never happened. Don't know what you're talking about. It'd be a shame. There were rumors in the 40s, but it's just rumors.
Oh, so this is freedom land.
Well, yeah, free America, man. This is, what is this? Imagine being at the LA thing and taking selfies. Yeah, fucking, that's wild to me, dude. Like Hassan's doing that shit, like taking selfies and fucking signing shit for people, I guess. Just imagine that fucking the hubris you must have to go to an event like this. That's basically, it could be the beginning of the absolute change of the paradigm in the United States and therefore the world, because America leads the fucking world. Okay. Going to this event, that could be the fucking spark that starts the inferno. And taking selfies.
Yeah. You want to go?
Dude, I don't have the money to fucking go down the street, let alone go to LA. Oh yeah,
we'll just go out into the woods. We'll find some guys in their pickup driving that way, and we'll just hitch a ride.
Oh, I'm sure they're good people. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, it's probably good, especially from my neck of the woods. They're probably real good people,
Yeah, I trust them.
Yeah, and he gets donos saying Chad and shit. Dude, you know what we need to do? I know it's funny and ironic when people say it. Like, you guys say it sometimes, or I know you, Carlitos, in particular, have said it in the chat. And it's funny when you say it because it's just, we're all good. But people in Hassan Piker streams or Voosh streams or streams of any other douchebag, quote unquote, leftist, where they're like, based. We need to stop that shit, dude. It contributes nothing. Based, Chad based.
Yeah. Yep, I feel it.
Bass department. Yeah. We need a bass riff to play, like boom, 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 boom. Fucking based. Dude, I want a soundboard. I legitimately want a soundboard. That would enhance the strems.
Yeah. Here it goes. When you said you don't have money to even, I don't know, he said money for something. But yeah, we can just take a plane because then you'll at least kind of make it there, maybe.
Maybe. 50-50. I mean,
yeah.
You know. Ooh, they have apps. They have soundboard apps. Yeah, they probably do have soundboard apps, but they're probably not as good as an actual soundboard. But yeah, no. So how many planes have we fucking lost now in Trump's second administration? It's probably like over 10, I think.
Yeah, I'd say it's 10 to 12.
Yep, that sounds right. Because like a month or two ago, it was like 7.
Yep. Good times. Good times.
Yeah, and to be transparent, they're not all like Boeing fucking 737 flights. That not all of them have been that. But there have been enough of those with enough people that have died and enough like smaller planes. And there was the helicopter crash and shit, like the helicopter plane crash, I should say, because they both crashed into each other over DC. And then all the cuts that he's done to the air traffic controllers and shit, which this is the second time a president has just absolutely bent the air traffic controller union. But what is it? Soundboards can be a bit cornball, but no, I would use it sparingly. I would definitely use it. We would both probably use it. Well, I don't know. Would
just spam it nonstop.
Yeah. Bass. Yeah, it would very quickly turn into like a mixtape, you know? They have fart button remotes. I need to get one of them. Cat Rex comes from boomer streams. What do boomers use fucking soundboards a lot now? Is that the thing they're doing? They caught up with like 2010.
Nice.
Yeah, facts. Middle school vibes. I mean, we're all just children ultimately at the end of the day. We're just kids with taxes and jobs.
Pretty much.
But no, I would love a soundboard. I would definitely use it sparingly. What? RWNJ boomers. How many boomer streams are there? Like, is this a real thing? Do they do this?
I'm sure there's a couple.
Streamers. Boomer streamers. Where are they now? No, that's that dumb bitch. Where are they now? Nope. All I could find is this boomer girl bullshit. Go away.
Oh, my other page?
What?
My other page? Boomer girl?
Whoa. Whoa. That's the OnlyFans. Sir Felix has opened up an OnlyFans called Boomer Girl 6969. It's it's got hoof pics.
That's where I store my kitten porn.
Sugar baby Felix. Oh man. Yo, also Carlitos, I just saw the fucking Discord. That last thing you put up with Hassan Piker's Twitch, that artwork, is that the thumbnail that he fucking picked for this? Is this like genuinely what he picked? Hold on. Oh my god, it is. It's his fucking like pick. It's his profile pic. Hold on, let me get this shit. Technical difficulties.
It's okay. I'm showing off my kitten porn.
Oh, whoa. I came in at a good time. Present. Share screen. Window. Look at this. Look at this shit.
Oh, yeah.
That's the pic this motherfucker uses for his like profile for Twitch. He probably had that shit commissioned, dude. That's disgusting. God.
Yep. Well, should have used this picture.
Well, we're getting a bit raunchy here now. Did I tell you about where I have all like the passwords and shit? The file that I stored them in and what I named it?
What, passwords?
No, dick pics.
Oh, yeah.
I named it dick pics.
Makes sense.
Yeah, you know the real ones out there that just ignore him? Yeah. Yeah, it almost makes me want to watch a highlight reel of people just fucking telling Hassan Piker to fuck off at some of these events, because that would be extremely cathartic, because those are the people that you know, they know what's up. Like, they definitely know what's up if they're telling him to fuck off. Ooh. Do you want to watch at least a bit of a Kuklinski video that says exposed proof Donald Trump is in the Epstein fields?
Sure.
All right, let's see. Let's see what this fucking proof is, because I doubt it until I see it. So let's see. Okay,
There is
see the
no
screen.
proof. Yep.
All right. It all looks good. All right. Let's see.
Time to have this conversation. It's long overdue. Yep. I think a lot of people need to hear this. But the fact of the matter is, Elon Musk was correct when he said Trump's in the Epstein files. I don't even really think it's debatable. I think it's a very black and white issue. I think there's very, very little gray area. So let me walk you through this here. And for the record, I'm only giving you some of the evidence. There is more evidence than this, y'all, but let's go through it. So let's start with this one. Midas Touch posted this the other day. Remember when Fox edited Trump's answer when they asked him if he'd declassify the files on Jeffrey Epstein? Okay, so here we go. You have Trump's full response on the left. Let's start with the one on the right, which is, this is the edited version that Fox posted of what...
Do you remember this shit?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. Trump said when he was asked, hey, would you declassify the Epstein files? Listen to this.
Would you declassify the 9/11 files?
Yeah.
Would you declassify JFK files?
Yeah.
He hasn't anyone.
I did a lot of it.
Would you?
What?
I did not hear anything you said. Then I heard like way, and then you started back up again.
No, he said they asked him like, would you declassify the 9/11 files? Would you declassify the JFK files? He's like, yep, on both accounts. Bullshit. Fucking bullshit. Yeah. He won't.
Well, he claims you already did for the JFK, I think it was. Or was it 9/11?
Dude, he said he was going to do that like 2 or 3 fucking times. And then every time the date came up, he was like, oh, well, you know, and fucking moved on and never disclosed anything. And then for the 9/11 shit, I think he, like, when the first time he was in office, he put out a paper that implied that the Saudi Arabians were involved. And then they put out a paper implying that the fucking, like, CIA was involved, which everybody fucking knew. So.
Yep.
But.
Would you declassify the Epstein files?
Yeah, I would.
Attorney General.
Did you notice that quick cut? One more time. Here we go.
Files.
Yeah.
Would you declassify JFK files?
Yeah. I did a lot of it.
Would you declassify the Epstein files?
Yeah, I would.
Attorney General.
So you saw the cut. You saw that quick cut. Here's what his actual answer was, y'all.
Would you declassify the 9/11 files?
Yeah.
Would you declassify JFK files?
Yeah. I did a lot of it.
Would you declassify the Epstein files?
Yeah, I would.
All right.
I guess I would. I think that less so because, you know, you don't know it. You don't want to affect people's lives if it's phony stuff in there because there's a lot of phony stuff with that whole world.
Boy, is that answer substantively different, isn't it? Yeah, I would. Although that one, less so because there's a lot of phony stuff in there and you don't want to hurt people.
Methinks thou doth protest too much.
Yep, it's all lies. It's all lies if it's about him. We already know this game.
Yep.
People's lives if there's phony stuff in there. Gee, I wonder who he's referring to, and I wonder whose ass he's trying to cover. One more time. Listen closely again.
That less so because, you know,
all right.
I guess I would. I think that less so because, you know, you don't know it. You don't want to affect people's lives if it's phony stuff in there because there's a lot of phony stuff with that whole world.
What a dishonest edit from Fox News. By the way, remember, Trump is suing, I think it's CBS, for how they edited a Kamala Harris 60 Minutes interview. So in his, if you edit anything at all about my opponents, then that means you're substantively helping them and we're not going to allow that. But when it's him, they substantively edited this to help Trump. And of course, for him, it's totally fine. There's no problem whatsoever. All right, I got more for you. Trump used to go on Howard Stern all the time. When he did go on Howard Stern, there were countless moments where he was a little too honest and he let the truth come out and he spilled the real tea. All right, listen closely to this one. Listen to what Howard says and then pay close attention to Trump's reaction. Here we go.
Ew, look at his kid there. Fucking Junior.
Yeah.
What the fuck, dude? Oh, God. He looks so pasty.
Yeah.
Let's see what he says.
Go. You see his face?
What the fuck, dude? Did you see that shit?
Wait, I'm confused. What did I miss?
When he says that clip, did you see that clip?
Yeah, I just watched him fast forward through it.
You didn't fast forward. Oh, is it being fucking stupid?
On my end, it was just fast forwarding it. Could just be
Attention
me.
to Trump's
watch this
reaction.
again.
Here we go.
Did you see it that time?
Yeah, I'm still just confused because there's no audio.
Oh, you don't hear the audio?
No, it's just for that clip. Right before it, when he introduces the clip, there's audio. Once it plays that section, it's just like the sound of like someone fast forwarding.
Oh, that's fucking weird. Yeah, so Howard Stern's like, well, you know about like sexual predators and shit. And Trump is like, yeah. And the one lady on the Howard Stern show, I forget her fucking name. She was like, you are one. And Trump's like, yeah, it's true. That's true. And nods and like laughs a bit.
Nice.
Fucking crazy, dude. I don't know. Kyle's probably just going to talk about the shit that Elon Musk talked about then.
Yeah.
Feel it down my plums. But what about you guys watching? Was that choppy or fast forwarded or something? Or
Yep. So yeah.
I didn't have.
Oh, do you have anything else? Wait, what?
No, Carlito said the audio cut out on his end too. So yeah, it's probably something with the player or my internet because it fucking sucks. Is it editing the reaction video? No, I don't know. It played right on my side, but it's probably just the internet being stupid. But no, I didn't have anything else. Just aside from fuck the regime. I hope it fucking burns.
Dope. I don't think I had anything either besides, I have a whole screen of cat pics I can start throwing up.
Well, we got to save some of that shit for another time, man. We can't drop all the kitty porn, in one go. Missed the ice capades. Oh, we didn't have ice capades today, I guess.
Yeah, no, I didn't even prepare for it soon enough. I literally just got that one saved by computer like a minute before we started.
Yeah. Next week we will have. I will say we should put together some ice capades. Both of us will find some shit, and we'll have a few more news stories probably. Especially because the parade next week's episode is going to be more focused on the parade because we'll have ammunition to focus on effectively.
Yep, it'll be much better. And yeah, that's that. So you guys take care.
Yeah, stay safe.